To get started, we're going to open the cnVision Hub GUI by using the IP address. The default IP address for a cnVision Hub is 192.168.0.1. Now let's start with the hub configuration. From the menu on the left, click on Quick Start. Then click the Start Setup button on the right-hand side of the screen. We are now configuring our hub. From the main tab on the hub, you can see the device name, shown here as Hub Clubhouse. Users can change the name of the devices based on whatever they want, such as location or another identifier. The radio mode should be on Hub, as this is the hub device, and the SSID can be changed to whatever the user decides. Next, you can click on the Radio tab, or click on the right arrow to continue the configuration. From the Radio tab, you can see the device is set for the United States. This is an FCC requirement and cannot be changed to any other country. cnVision supports country codes to maintain regulatory requirements. Once the name is set on the hub, any client under the hub will be configured with the same country code. By default, the downlink-uplink radio is set to 3070, which is ideal for closed-circuit television application. The max range setting is set at 1 mile by default and can be set to a maximum of 124 miles. Users will have to note that 1 to 2 miles further than the actual distance between the hub and the furthest client is recommended to configure the maximum range. Users can select which channel bandwidth to use once they've determined the data rate requirements. 20 MHz can handle approximately 120 megabits per second camera uplink traffic, whereas a 40 or 80 MHz can handle approximately 240 megabits per second and 500 megabits per second camera uplink traffic. For this demo, we are using a channel bandwidth of 40 MHz. We chose 5750 MHz for this video, so we can change that frequency carrier to that value here. Click on the Network tab to move on, or simply click the right arrow. Under the Network tab, users can configure the IP address through a static or DHCP option. In this video, we are using the static configuration for all fields below: IP address, subnet mask, gateway, preferred DNS server, and alternate DNS server. All can be configured as part of the user requirements. Click on the right arrow or select the Security tab to move on. Under the Security tab, users can see wireless security options, and they can choose Open, WPA2, or Radius. In this video, we are choosing the wireless security option to be WPA2, and we are using a default WPA2 pre-shared key. You can see the pre-shared key by clicking on the view icon at the far right. Users can also decide to use their own pre-shared key as well. Now we can select Finish Setup, and we will be asked to confirm our changes and save. Select OK. Let's get started by opening the client GUI in a web browser. Remember, the default IP address for a cnVision client is 192.168.0.2. Next, enter the client credentials. The username is admin and the password is admin. Click on the Quick Start from the left side menu, then click the Start Setup button on the far right. We are now in the main configuration tab for this client. From this tab, users can change the device name as we could with the hub. In this video, we have named the device Client Parkview. We can also see that the radio mode is set to Client. To continue to the next tab, click the right arrow or simply click the Radio tab. From the Client Hub Radio tab, click on the Add New Hub button and enter the SSID. As discussed earlier, our SSID for this video is cnVision-surveillance. The wireless security option will appear next. Click the Edit icon button and select WPA2, and then enter the pre-shared key we discussed earlier as well. To continue to the next tab, click the right arrow or simply click the Network tab. Under the Network tab, users can configure clients into two network modes, NAT and Bridge. IP address can be chosen between static and DHCP. In this video, we are selecting static and have filled in all the fields below: IP address, subnet mask, gateway, preferred DNS server, and alternate DNS server. We have finished with the client configuration options. We can now click on the Finish Setup button and we'll be asked to confirm our choices and save. Click OK. From the left side menu, select Monitor, then select Wireless from the drop-down menu. When we look at the table under Registered Clients, we can check for newly added client devices by name or IP address.